Hello everyone, welcome back to the Midweek Escape Artist. It is a Tuesday and we are 15 minutes away from camp right now, but it's a little different today. My friend Caleb and I have been talking about hiking for a while, and I've never done a hike before. So I've spent the last sort of maybe 5 or 6, oh sorry guys, it's a bit noisy here. The road's a bit corrugated and I put my shelf in the wrong place. Anyway, we'll keep going. So I've spent the last couple of days trying to figure out how I can use the gear I already own to come on a hike, and I think I've come up with something pretty cool. But yeah, so today the plan is we are coming to the Deep Creek Tapanapa campground. We're going to park there at the campground and then we are going to take a little walk. We're probably going to do a 6-kilometer hike, and the whole idea behind that is for me to see if I can indeed carry my pack for 6 kilometers, just so I can sort of set my own internal distance. So if I know 6 kilometers is okay for me, that means when Caleb and I go out, if it's 6 kilometers, we should be totally fine with the pack that I've got and the gear that I own. Now, today is going to be a bit of a test. So if something fails today or doesn't work or doesn't do what it's meant to do, then I'll either consider replacing it over the next 2 weeks or I just won't take it next time. So how I've packed for this particular hike is I've basically brought everything that I own that is kind of closely related to hiking, camping. I've got a tarp with me, I've got a couple of mosquito nets, I have got 2 lightweight stoves. So I mean, like, I've just brought everything that I have that is even remotely compatible, and we're going to see what works and what doesn't work. And then when Caleb and I go out next, I should have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing. But look guys, today is my first hike camp. I have never done it before. I am very well aware that I'm a complete novice, so please be gentle with me. If you're in the same position I am, that you don't really know very much about hiking, welcome. We're gonna have a good day, and of course it's raining as well. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting experience for me. I'm very excited. I've never done it before. And yeah guys, we're 12 minutes away from Deep Creek Tapanapa campground. And yeah, let's get this one going. Welcome to camp. Yay! Alright guys, so we've just arrived and I'm going to show you what this place looks like. I've never camped here before either, so pretty cool. Let's have a look. So I'm just going to pull into the campsite. So we're at the Tapanapa campground in Deep Creek. Always remember to pay your park fees, guys.
Slight right, then your destination will be on the left.
Cool. go. So I have booked site number 10 for this camp. I wasn't sure exactly what to expect, so I just booked the one that looked the furthest away from other people. Looks pretty cool so far. I like this place. But yeah, I'll definitely walk you guys around later on today after our hike. See what everything looks like. It's pretty sweet actually. There's one other person camping so far that I could see. It's basically right at the other end of the campsite though. So number 6, number 7, there's number 8 is just there. So we should be just around this bend. So that's number 9. And this is number 10. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can definitely make this work. That's cool. Okay, and here's a little spot for my car. Wicked. Alright, let's check it out. Alright guys, so I've just arrived at this beautiful campsite. Campsite number 10, Deep Creek, Tapanapa Campground. It's awesome. It is raining. Not heavily raining. It's nice. It sort of keeps everything cool. Perfect for a hike. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my pack on, get my jacket out, and we're going to head off for a probably 6 kilometer hike, and then hopefully we'll get back if I don't die, and we'll get camp set up and I'll run you through the rest. But in the meantime, let's do this. Alright guys, I'm a little scared. I'm not sure what to expect. So I'll just show you real quick what I have planned. So I sort of looked at the route. So it's 3.5 kilometers there and 3.5 kilometers back. It's a 85 meter climb and a 310 meter descent. And I'll show you what that's gonna look like. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do right now. It's the Tapanapa campground down to the lookout, to the Deep Creek Cove lookout. So let's try this. I've got my phone with me, just put my jacket on. This is a really cool North Face jacket that I got a while back. It's sort of lightweight and it's rainproof. I don't really necessarily think I need this, but I'm gonna give it a go. That feels good. Alright, so next up I need to get my pack on. So my pack with everything I've got, everything I'm gonna need, with all my water and my food and all my gear, is exactly 31 kilos. I've never carried this much weight for this long, so we're gonna see how we go. But let's get this thing on and see. Oh my god. What have I done? Alright. Feels good. Right, there we go. Pack's on. That's what it looks like. I've got all my sort of shelter kind of first use things on the outside, and then I've got a lot of stuff on the inside as well, including my food and cookers and all that sort of jazz. And I did bring some backup gear which I'll leave in the car. I don't think I'll need any of it, but you know, just in case. And then I've got a small little pouch here, just with some snacks and a drink. So I'm just going to see where that's going to fit. If it's successful, and I say that with a with a heavy heart, if it's successful, that means I'll be able to do this sort of stuff more frequently. Both benefits for my health, and also maybe, you know, losing a little bit of this extra stuff I've got going on. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry I'm messing around right now. I'm also planning on putting my camera in here just to try and keep it as dry as I can. Actually, I don't think that's gonna work. What I might do, I might just strap this to my chest actually. Let's try that. Oh yeah, okay. That might work. Alright, this might look a bit ridiculous, but it works for now. So I think I have everything with me. Oh, it's time to head off. Alright guys, last look. If you don't see me again, this is what I look like right now, so you can describe me to the authorities. I've got my hat on, the jacket's on. Let's do this. Oh my god, let's see how we go, guys. Hi guys, so we're about 10 minutes in now. Everything feels fine. Actually really happy with this, to be fair. I can't believe I have everything with me. And I'm carrying absolutely everything that I have. It's just so weird. It's definitely not the way I normally do things. But it's really interesting. I quite like the freedom of it, to be fair. And I liked knowing that everything I've got has been chosen specifically for this purpose. I like it a lot. Who would have thought? Wow. I've got to show you what I've got going on here. Check this out. Oh, pretty. Yes? Oh, I love it. Look at that. Wow. Alright. So guys, I'm going to keep going. I've got a fair distance still to go. So, looks like there's some construction up ahead. I'm hoping I can get through. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Anyway, as far as the test goes, so far everything's working super well. I can cope with the weight. Body feels good. Legs feel good. So yeah, we're going to keep going, and yeah, I'll catch up with you again. Yes. Alright guys, so this is interesting. There's some construction up ahead. I'll show you what that looks like. As you can see, the road is blocked, but there's this little sign here that is telling us where the alternate routes are. So, I hope you can see that. I am here, obviously, and it looks like I have to leave this little trail and go to the right and then hook up with the purple and then the red, and then that's where we're going. So let's do that now. And by the way, if you don't hear from me again, please use my description for the authorities. Thank you. Awesome. Nothing too hectic. I'm actually quite enjoying being out here. Alright. So I think this is where we need to go. It looks reasonable. It is signposted, which is always a good sign. No pun intended. Cool. So that's where I'm gonna go. I'm going to take this path and we're going to head straight down there and let's see where we end up. So guys, I just passed someone on the trail here and that was an interesting experience. There's definitely that sort of feeling of, you know, oh, if you don't kill me, I won't kill you kind of vibe. But hey, I guess it is weird and you are a little bit vulnerable out here by yourself. So yeah, I guess that's one thing. But yeah, so far weather's holding up well, pack's holding up well, it's comfortable, nothing feels numb, my feet feel okay, legs feel good. So yeah, let's keep smashing. I think we're about a third of the way through. I'm not sure, I haven't checked, but yeah, I'll come back to you. Oh, sign for Deep Creek Waterfall. What is that? And the Hasten Trail. And then on this side, okay, I do remember we need to take the purple route. So there's a little purple sign there. I think that means we have to go down. Do we? Do we? I think so. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to head out down that little path and I'm going to see where that takes us. If you don't hear from me again, you know what to do. So how's everyone else doing? Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first video, welcome. If this is not your first video, you're returning, welcome back. Always trying to keep things fresh here for you. If there's any questions, guys, anything you want to know, anything you want us to try and do next, please drop them in the comments. I'm having an awesome time out here today. It's a Tuesday. It's just gone 12 o'clock. I think I started the hike at 11:30. So we should have another maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes to go. And then we're going to hang out for a little while. Then we're going to head back and go and set up camp. I know it seems a bit weird that I'm carrying everything I need for my camp on my back and then walking back to it. But remember, today is just a test. It's both a test of the equipment and how everything works together, but also a test for me to see if I can actually manage this. I wasn't doubtful, but you know, I am pushing 40 and I am carrying a little bit of extra weight sort of around the midriff area, so I wasn't sure if it was going to work out, but so far so good. Pretty happy. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube doing some research before I came out here today, and there was one guy who made a video about some of the tips, the hiking tips YouTube won't tell you. And his first major tip was, if you wanted to get your pack and your camp lighter to be able to carry it easier, don't go out and buy all of the expensive lightweight gear. Just get fitter and stronger. And I thought that was amazing. What good advice. Fairly obvious, but yeah, that makes total sense. So what I've done, the only thing I've bought for this trip is my pack, because I needed one, and I haven't had a pack in many years. And it's not just for hike camping, like I could use this for normal camping as well, which I might actually do, because it's actually a lot more convenient having less space to work with. And for those of you who've watched a few of my videos, you know I drive a Jimny, so space is always at a premium. So the hiking stuff definitely does suit what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to achieve with the channel. But you know, I love my little comforts. I love a nice big tent. I love tables and I love surfaces to work on, and I don't have any of that today. So we're going to see how we go. But it's very exciting, and I'm super happy to be here. Super happy that you're here with me. Yeah, I'm going to sign off for now and keep walking through this trail. But first, let me just show you what I'm seeing. Just look at that. This beautiful hillside. It's lank, overgrown, it's lush, it's green. So that's the path we just came down. I think we got a good another 200 or so meters down to go. So yeah, let's smash this out. I'll catch you guys on the other side. Alright, so just encountered the first major obstacle for the trip. We made our way all the way down into the valley, and now it's time to go up the other side. And yeah, I'll show you what's in front of me here. Yeah, so that's fun. I guess I should have expected this, right? Right, let's do it. Alright guys, so I've been walking for an hour and a half, and it's become abundantly clear to me that I have missed a turnoff. Back at that other spot where we went right and went down the hill, I think I was meant to go straight there. So I have covered an enormous distance, and I can see that I am nowhere near where I'm meant to be. So I'm going to turn back. And yeah, lesson learned. Keep a map open. So at least you're here with me to learn these things together. But yeah, so I'm going to turn back, and yeah, I'll share with you my disgrace on the way back. Thanks guys. Whoo! Made it back. Oh my goodness. That was yeah, that was quite an adventure. So what are my hold on. What are my first impressions about hiking? I fucking love it. I think it's amazing. It's so incredibly freeing, and it's a hell of an adventure, much more so than my usual kind of vibes. So I made a couple of mistakes, and I think it's important for me to get them out of the way right off the bat. Number one, I had my phone in my pocket. so it didn't record a large portion of the hike. So Strava is telling me I hiked for 4.4 kilometers for an hour and 40 minutes, and that is absolutely not accurate, because on the photograph I showed you, it was a 3.8 kilometer hike there and a 3.8 kilometer hike back. But I also went much further than I should have because I missed the turn off. So I went the wrong way. So yeah, I think I probably did, well, it was definitely more than 8 kilometers. Definitely more. I'm not sure by how much, but it was more than 8. So that's one thing. And yeah, everything held up really well. Pack felt good. I'm drenched, but pack is good. Yeah, what else was there? Not much I can think of right now. Everything went fine. I'm really happy with this little setup. I think I'll relocate this little pouch somewhere else, because it's not annoying, but you know, yeah, it just sort of feels a bit restrictive. So I'll relocate this guy and maybe my first aid kit as well. And yeah, next time maybe I won't have anything in my pockets. That was a bit annoying. I've got big thighs, so that was a little bit weird. But yeah, guys, that was good. I'm back to my car. Probably about 8.5 kilometer hike through some really heavy terrain. I think there was a 311 meter climb, which I did twice, once on the way down and once on the way back at least. So yeah, that's mental, but made it through. Legs are okay, pack held up, so wicked. I'm back at the car now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to maybe sit down for about 20 minutes and have my Red Bull that I brought with me, and then we're going to get camp set up, and yeah, I'll show you what I have in this epic pack, and yeah, see you then, guys. Yay! Oh, guys, it's good to be back. Wow. I don't want to know what I look like under here, but anyway, it is what it is. Whew. It is hot now. This jacket held up really well. North Face jacket, awesome. Whew. Alright guys, sorry. I'm not going to do a little tease, but I've got to get myself just sort of semi-reasonable. I'm gonna have to hang this up. Good lord. Wow, okay. Ew. Jesus. I'm pretty unfit, eh? Where can I hang this up? Oh, you know what? I'll find somewhere outside. Whew. Jeez. Right. Oh. Wow, that was intense. Look at me. Hey, it's my first time. Everyone be gentle. Oh, I think that was really good for a first go. Especially because I wasn't necessarily skimpy on what I packed. I didn't want to go out and buy a whole bunch of lightweight gear. I wanted to kind of use what I had, and luckily a lot of what I have is kind of hiking stuff. A couple of things that could probably be lighter and smaller, and a few other things that I really don't need to bring, but you know, that's what this trip is for. Let's work all of that out, figure it out, so every time you go out you get a little bit better at it, if that makes sense. That's how it's been explained to me, sorry. But right now I'm gonna crack my delicious beverage that I meant to have on the beach, but because of my really interesting brain, I went right where I should have went straight, and I ended up miles from where I was supposed to be. I think I was on my way to the Trig campground, which is it's like a 4.5 hour hike from the Tapanapa lookout. So I think that's the trail that I was on. Because yeah, I remember that that walk should have taken me maximum an hour to get to the point that I was trying to get to, and I had been walking for an hour and a half, and I was nowhere near anything that looked like where I was meant to be. So I'm glad that I called it and realized what I'd done, because yeah, that would have been a disaster. But anyway, we're back now. I'm gonna have this guy, and then we're gonna get camp set up. So thanks for being here, guys. Give me a couple of minutes. Hey guys, welcome back to the Midweek Escape Artist. I have just come back from a 8 km plus hike, and I'm about to get camp set up. So I thought what I'll do while I get camp set up, I'll run you through exactly everything I brought with me today, and I'll talk through each thing and sort of try to give you an idea of why it's here and if I'll bring it again next time. Now, keeping in mind, hiking for me is a completely brand new thing. I'm a total novice. I have no idea what I'm doing. The 8-point-whatever-kilometer hike I did today went very well. The weight was fine, everything packed well. I have no concerns, but I'm sure there are things that I can improve upon massively. But yeah, so in the meantime, let's get camp set up and stay with me. Let's have some fun. It's going to be a great day. We've got some rain coming in, so I need to get myself moving, and let's do this. So all of that is what I had with me on my hike. It's exactly 31.8 kilos of weight. That includes all my water, all my food, and everything else that I sort of decided to bring with me. This was not part of the pack, just because the ground is quite hard here, so I did bring this as a backup, so I could at least stake some stuff out. So in future, I think what I might do is swap out my lightweight pegs for these slightly heavier ones. I know that's going to increase the weight, but I might sort of try and sacrifice weight somewhere else, just because if I only had my lightweight pegs with me, I would not be able to peg anything out properly out here. So that's one thing that I picked up today. I'm just going to get this ridgeline connected so we can hang the top. So the way that we do that, we unclip one carabiner from a prusik loop just to keep it all together, and there we go. So there's a sort of structural pole right behind you, which I'll connect this end to, and the other end I think I'm going to connect probably to the tree, or to this pole, or to that tree if I have length, just to give me a bit more sort of span. Let's get that going. So I'll do the first side on that side, so you won't be able to see this, but I'm going to wrap these lines around triple just to make sure they're not going to shift during the night, because I have no idea what's going to happen here weather-wise. So let me do that. Hold on. So guys, if you want to see how I made these paracord lines, I'll link a video up in the corner there for you. But it's super easy and it's cheap and it works incredibly well. So yep, I'm definitely not going to have enough line to put my connector up there, so I'm gonna go for this tree. I think it's top time. I'm gonna undo one end. Okay, so this is my One Wind 12x10 tarp. It's amazing, it's super lightweight,
incredibly well made tarp. It's got tons of tide points. Like, I really like this tarp. It gives it plenty of space underneath, but I'm going to put it up in a slightly different configuration today. We're going to be having sort of a lean-to kind of structure with an open end at the other side, and we will be using the mosquito net as well. So let's see how that goes. And so this thing has got a snake skin on it, so I can literally just pull it out, and I'm going to leave a bag connected on this side. It up. There we go. Cool. The snake skin comes over this way. Hey guys, wow. In the middle of my setup, it started raining like crazy, and I decided to ditch the mosquito net because it was getting in my way, and like, I obviously don't need it, so I took it down. And during that process, the tarp sort of flapped around a little bit and everything got soaked. Everything, myself included. So I've got a couple of things hanging up on the ridgeline, and I meant to sort of tell you about each thing before I put it up and show you how to put it up, but that wasn't going to happen, so I'm sorry about that. But what I will do now is I'll run you through my camp and everything I brought with me, and yeah, let's have a look. Cool. Thank you so much for being here. It was a bit of a hectic start today, but we're in now. Camp's done. Got my new one Tigress mesh inner tent going quite well. Looking forward to sleeping in there tonight. It kind of reminds me of what you would get with a hammock, but you've got so much more space. I'm actually quite impressed with it. This mesh is also incredibly fine. No bugs are going to get near me in there tonight. Good job. So guys, my one of two beers that I brought with me. This is a Cooper's Brewery Pacific Ale, and I'm going to enjoy this right now after that epic effort, and then I think we are going to get showered and clean, and then dinner time. Car passing. Campsite seems to be having a few more people today. When I booked this site on, I think it was last week Friday or so, nothing else had been booked, so you know, what can you do? But it's Tuesday. It's about 3 o'clock, bedtime. Oh, it's so good. It's really nice to be out, and I'm starting to feel a little drier, which is great. Sun's come out now. But yeah, I've got all my stuff hanging up on my ridgeline. Everything's soaked, everything's wet. So I'm hoping it dries before we have to pack up tomorrow morning. But yeah, here we are. Oh, it's good. You know, I think Deep Creek is a very underrated site. There are toilets here. They're not brilliant, but they're suitable. They're good enough, and it's pretty quiet. It's a really nice sort of bush setting. They've got fire pits. I think Deep Creek is great. This site in particular, site number 10 at the Tapanapa campground. Most people go to Stringy Bark. This is Tapanapa, and if I had to compare the two, I quite like this one. I think this is really nice. You don't have as much tree covering. Everything is a little shorter, but it's great. It's very nice. It's very, very cool. Yeah, so in closing, my hiking gear today that worked really well. My Caribbean 65 liter pack worked brilliantly. Very happy, very, very happy with that. The One Tigress mosquito net, so far it's brilliant. I'm super happy. My sleeping bag's awesome. My sleeping mat's awesome. The mosquito net is a complete and utter fail. It's too hard to get in and out of, and I just don't think I need it, so I'm not going to bring that with me next time. My tarp, the One Wind 12x10 tarp, so it's I think it's a 4 by 3.5 or 4 by 3. It's nice. I like it a lot. It's a great tarp. It's lightweight. It's very, very rainproof. It's nice, but I wish I had a little bit more out this way. So I think I might invest in a slightly larger tarp that's really well made. So I was thinking maybe something like the AquaQuest or the DD hammocks. If there's anything else you guys can recommend, please let me know in the comments. But those are the two options that I'm thinking of at the moment. I'm going to try to get a square tarp, so I've got more options with my setups. I'm thinking of 4x4, I think would be good, or at least a 3.5 by 3.5. Sorry, there's a rattly truck there. So yeah, so I've got the really big Oztent tarp, but the guide points on that failed almost every time I had it out. So I don't think I'll be using that one again. So I really want to get a tarp that is durable, that's heavy duty, and that has a lot of different tire points, just so I've got more flexibility with my setups. And I think a 4x4 is what I'm looking for, a 4 meter by 4 meter. So yeah, if you guys know of any brands out there that are doing it, please let me know. But at the moment I'm thinking AquaQuest, DD hammocks, and I think Warbonnet do one as well. But yeah, I'll do some research and hopefully I'll find one to replace this guy, because even though it's great, I do feel like I need a little bit more space, and I do want something that's square. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But everything else was awesome. The weight today, like I said, was 31.9 kilos that I was carrying. The mosquito net itself weighs about 900 grams. So if I ditch that, I'll have more capacity to carry something larger in terms of tarp. But yeah, there we go, guys. I'm gonna enjoy my beer. Thank you for joining me on this little adventure, and I'll catch up with you again soon. into the little nano presso, up to the line this time. I remembered. So here we go. Oh, I can feel some resistance. Something's happening now. Yes. It's espresso, for sure. Oh, it's so tasty. Just look at that. Oh. So I've got some stunning South African rusks. These are Oma rusks, buttermilk rusks. That's what I grew up with. A lot of you don't know what a rusk is. This is what a rusk is. And you'll ask, what do you do with it? You take your delicious beverage you've made and you put your rusk in it. That's awesome. It's a really good coffee. I'm very impressed. I'm really keen to try the other ones. Maybe I'll make one tomorrow when I get home. But wow. So next time I'll do a coffee update. It'll be with the biodegradable compostable pods. But hey, the Starbucks one, not bad. Not bad at all. And it's gone. So we are doing a peri-peri chicken burger with a beautiful potato bun. So I've brought these gorgeous, nice and fresh potato buns, and I've got 2 croissants for the morning. But the hero is I'll show you. I'm very excited. I have got some pre-marinated chicken breast. I've cut them in half, and this has been marinating for about 24 hours in Nando's mild marinade with garlic, salt, pepper and a little bit of olive oil. So that's in there. Then I have also got some beautiful coleslaw. This is store-bought coleslaw that I have zhuzhed up with a bit of chipotle mayo, normal mayo, salt, pepper and olive oil, and that's also been in there for about 24 hours. That's good. And I've got some freshly cut tomato, and I have some chipotle mayo in a little container and some kimchi. I put some kimchi on there as well. So that is all very, very exciting. And then I'm going to cook it in some olive oil. So let's do that now. Oh, and by the way, I got paper plates because they weigh nothing, and these are recycled paper, so they're really, really ecologically friendly. Made by a B Corp that I found recently. Let me just get them out. Yeah, so 2 paper plates, 2 paper bowls. Nice. No dishes, just chuck them away. Or recycle them. Put them in the compost. That's what you want to do. On that side, so pan and my condiments. Now I do think I'll need some tongs, which I did bring. So I've got some tongs. And a little spice rack with salt, pepper, garlic salt, chili flakes, oregano, and some taco spice. I think that's a good little mix for now. Cool. And that means we are ready to go. Yes, chicken burger time. Woohoo! So, first what I need to do is get the stove going. I'm going to put some olive oil in my pan. Not too much, but just enough to sort of cover the bottom. Let that sort of run around a bit. Nothing worse than a sticky pan. This pan's actually been really good. This was a cheapie from Snowy's. It's got a little bit of a coating on it, and obviously I've used it a couple of times now. So every time you use a pan, it's supposed to get better. So, anyway. There we go. Everything is covered. Might have to just prime the stove a little more. There we go. So that's good to go. Turn that down just a little bit. There we are. Okay, so this is a little slidey. This is a sloping side, so I'll need to be aware and careful of that. Yeah, I'll let this olive oil preheat. Shouldn't take very long. Cool. Let's get my chicken ready. Check that out. Oh, that is a sunset. Goodness. Isn't it beautiful? Wow. That is stunning. That's quite nice too. But that is phenomenal. Wow. So, like I said, I've got one chicken breast that I've sliced in half. Been marinating for a while. There we go. Gonna move that around a little bit. What I want to do is get that heat up. Oh, that smells amazing. still sort of raining a little bit, very lightly. I think the chicken's just about there, so I'm just going to move that. Move that around a little bit. Let's see what that is. Amazing chicken. Yes. Cool. So I'm going to stick that on the corner there. And maybe let that rest for a couple of minutes. Ah, these potato buns, man, I tell you what. Very hard to beat. Now, I don't think these have been cut. I haven't. So, I'll have to cut them. I got myself a brand new Opinel knife. Now these are renowned to be legendary sharp, but I had to sharpen this one. So we'll see how we go. Oh my god, that is so sharp now. Wow. Right. There's a lot to be said for a professionally sharpened knife. Wow, it goes straight through like butter. Nice. Cool. So put these buns back on. So because this knife is incredibly sharp, I'm just going to close it down because stranger things have happened. So these are going to go sort of soft side just in the pan. Just going to fry those up. Next one. I think I got it right that time. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of chipotle mayonnaise. Just like that. Cool. Cool. Alright guys, that is dinner. So I might just clean up a little bit and cue some gratuitous B-roll. Dinner time. Let's taste. Whew. Okay. So this is basically one chicken breast, 2 rolls, and about, that much coleslaw. It looks like a lot, but it's technically not. I'll just keep telling myself that. But let's try. Delicious. Oh my goodness. Guys, that was awesome. What a good dinner. I've cleaned up the pans, I've done all my dishes. Well, because I had paper plates, there wasn't much to do. So, pro tip, paper plates, yes. I think now what I'm going to do, is just sort of hang out for a little bit, listen to the sounds, and just enjoy. I've got a little teeny tiny fire built, and I might light that in a few minutes. We'll see how we go. But in the meantime, for dessert, I've got myself a little pack of Ferrero Rochers. There's 3 of them in here. These are my favorite little chocolates, and it's my little treat for the day. Not that I have them every day, but I thought this would be nice as a dessert after an epic day of hiking and dealing with the rain and trying to get camp set up. I think I deserve these. Anyway, Ferrero Rochers, winner in my book. Teeny tiny little packet. You're not going to notice it, but you'll notice the effect. So I'm very excited to try these out. So yeah, I'm going to have one of these, maybe 2. I'll save one for later. Finish my beer, and then we're going to have a little bit of fire time, and then bedtime. I think it is, it's just gone 8 o'clock now. So yeah, there we go. Welcome guys, thank you for being here. If you've liked this content, please consider subscribing. It means the world to me, and it super helps out a little channel like mine. If you have any comments or suggestions or anything you'd like us to do, pop them in the comments. Other than that, enjoy the video. Click that like button, click that subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in the morning. Awesome guys, thank you. There we go. So I put some Trangia fuel in there, and I've got it stacked with some paper towels, some cardboard, and some twigs. So hopefully that'll get it going, and then we can enjoy a little fire. Amazing. Wow, what a good night. I had such a good time. I am in bed right now, and one unexpected thing about the One Tigress mesh tent is it's really cool. I can see all around me. You know what's going on. I can watch the moon come in and out. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I'm in a really warm sleeping bag. Everything feels good. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for joining me for the day. And I'll see you in the morning. Thanks, guys. Good night. Good coffee. That's nice. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on that little solo camp. A little bit different to my usual. It's a hiking camp. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that very frequently. I did really enjoy the setup and how light everything was and how easy it was to pack up and pack down. It was brilliant. Big fan of that. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to head off home, and I will see you guys next week for another special camp in a place I've never been. So stay tuned for that one. Thanks, guys.